Yeah, life is serious.
Life is serious now. Like, okay, this is the decade ambayo nitakuwa na mke, nitakuwa na watoto.
Also, there's this notion kwamba women tuna mature faster than men. So
hata ukinunua bia kwanza tunakushangaa. Like, are you poor, you know?
Yeah.
Like, why are you buying beer? You should probably be buying a bottle or something.
Sikudate na mshamba. Kazi na sikudate na mshamba.
kwa nini unasema wanawake wadogo ni washamba?
I mean,
On your shoulder of, I just think I'm better than everyone.
Okay.
okay. Yani, why?
Hi everybody, welcome and welcome back to another episode of Watu Pipo podcast. And as usual, it's me, Thecla, an Mtu person.
I am Nkishanira, the other Mtu person.
Yes, and today we again cousin is here. Say hi, cousin.
Hivi inabidi nifanyaje ili niwe mtu person pia? Kuna application form ya kujaza, kuna entrance fee.
Who submit?
Not yet, like.
Oh, basi we'll send you the email.
Alright, say less. Asanteni.
So.
Yes, and we have a guest, a lovely guest. I would not want to kumtambulisha. Naomba jitambulishe mwenyewe. Tell us who you are, what you do, the whole shebang.
Okay. Kwanza, this is navunja bikra yangu ya kuwa kwenye podcast.
Wow. Don't worry, we'll take care of you.
We are honored.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, we'll take it slow.
Yeah, take it easy. Naitwa Tofa Jax, mimi ni msanii from Tanzania, and I'm just full of love. I love to smile. I love the sun, and I love beautiful things. So yeah.
And so are you. You are so beautiful.
He's so
Thank
beautiful.
you.
So gorgeous.
He's so beautiful. What a beautiful man. Alafu he said kwamba he's from Tanzania. Kuna watu mtaangalia mtadhani huyu sio wa kwetu. Kwetu.
You guys are slurping a little too much. I'm right here.
Wow, you guys.
So, before we get into what we're talking about today, a huge thank you to our subscribers.
Yeah.
And a huge thank you to the love that you showed in the last episode, your love and money.
Woo.
You guys are amazing. Na mimi kama ambaye who always now beg. Please. Kwanza, we're giving you 2 seconds to subscribe. Let's wait for. We're waiting for you to subscribe.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much for subscribing. When you're done subscribing, like the video. Share it with your friends. Follow us on our Instagram, Watu Pipo podcast. Yeah, you know the drill. So today we're gonna talk about ageism. So aging, growing up, that whole thing, right? I remember cousin was asking us, how are we talking about ageism while we are still young?
Baby.
But no, we're not babies. Like, we were in our 20s.
We were in our
early 20s just the other day.
Now we're in our late,
you know.
20s.
And we have a cousin here just turned 30 just the other day. You know.
Is
And how
Tofa
old
willing
are
to
you?
disclose his age?
How old are you?
I actually also turned 30 this year.
When?
Ooh.
In
I'm an
February.
Aquarius, so February.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're not-
you
Me
guys
and
are
T.
Aquarius?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
like
yeah.
a couple of days apart. Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
You are an
yeah.
Aquarian too.
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
3 Aquarius
Yeah.
and 1 Capricorn. Let's get to it.
I actually do love Capricorns. You're
I
a
love
Capricorn.
Capricorns as well. Yeah, I love Capricorns as well.
Capricorns are super smart, apparently.
We are.
Yeah.
We are. Thank
I
you so
see
much.
the glasses. I should
Yeah.
compliment you.
Can I bust you guys' bubble? Apparently, these star signs. Kwenye the northern hemisphere is the one
I
we're
knew
using.
you're gonna.
We're using the northern hemisphere. That's why you're an Aquarius. She's a Capricorn. Like in the southern hemisphere, any Africa and whatever, it's the opposite. So
Really?
we're actually Leos. Yes.
Oh,
Excuse
and
me?
I'm a Cancer.
I think so. Like okay, I need the opposite because the stars align differently. You not chini
Babe,
stuff like that.
you have to relax.
Wow.
But I hear you.
I'm
Yeah,
actually lost.
yeah.
I hear you. So, just to like break the ice,
Yeah,
right? There's
yeah.
always these conversations online. Recently, sijui kama before kulikuwa kuna hizo conversations Gen Z this, millennial this. I feel like we're so much about generations these days. Like we make everything about this is a Gen Z, this is a what. So what gen are we? Like what gen is each and every one of you? And do you necessarily feel that there's a difference between you and the next gen? Like not the next gen above you, but the next gen below you. Below you. Yeah.
Below you.
We can start where?
With me?
Yeah.
I am Gen Z. I feel like there is a difference because nikiangalia my younger cousins ambao ni Gen Alpha. Yani, one of my baby cousins during her birthday, we were all giving speeches. She had to go to ChatGPT to find a speech. Hakuwa na prompt. She just wanted a birthday speech to give to the birthday person. I do see differences in them, and they're more, the things they like are so weird, like skibidi toilet and
What's
things
that?
like this. The jawline thing, like they have their own language. They call girls huz, like the honeys, the huz. Like it's a whole new language, and they're so, they think they feel like they're the center of the world, essentially. Yeah.
But it's always like that though. Hata sisi when kuna ile wanasema ujana maji ya moto. Kuna umri fulani hivi you feel like you know everything.
Yeah.
And like aushauriki.
Exactly.
We've all been there.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I think it's just a thing ambayo inajirudia after every
Yeah. What about you, Tofa?
Actually, I don't know. Kwani Gen Z inaanzia wapi?
96.
Okay, so I'm definitely not Gen Z. I'm a millennial then. Because I'm 95, so yeah, that's millennial, right?
Okay,
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like the Gen Z are not so far apart with millennials. Sioni
I feel like I can only take like crap from like those like any Gen Z I can only take it from like millennials from like early 90s to 80s.
Yeah.
Like Nini 94s, 95s, I'm like shut it. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see that. But yeah, I feel like what I like about Gen Z though, wako very forward and wako very active and fearless, and they live out loud, and I think that's something about maybe millennials kidogo we don't have. So I think there's a few aspects ambazo tunaweza tukajifunza from the Gen Z for sure.
Yeah.
I love the Gen Z. I think it's definitely the future. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, I have a question.
Everyone loves us.
Everyone loves us. I have a
Wait.
question.
How old are you guys? Because you guys asked me about my age.
Oh, I'm 27.
No, you're 26, babe.
Okay. The way I count my age, because I'm born in December, like the last 29th. So mimi mwaka ukiturn, I'm just like
I'm that age.
Because I have to wait for my birthday. Siwezi nikasubiri mpaka December 29th to claim that age, guys.
Oh, you claim it 6 months ahead.
No, but your mom waited for 9 months to get to you. So yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm 26 in that case. I'm born in like a month after Thecla, so there's a month between us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cousin?
I am 30. I'm also a millennial. But then, like, okay, so me and Tofa are in a weird space because we're at the tail end of being millennials.
Yeah.
So we're millennials that sometimes seep into Gen Zs.
Yeah.
And like sometimes you clearly see it in organizations. Like in my organization now, everyone just assumes I'm a Gen Z. They give me Gen Z-ish tasks, or they have expectations of me. Because just like Tofa said, like they expect a Gen Z to be like bold and you know, like forward and creative and sometimes edgy. And they're like, so Gen Z, we solve the issue. And I'm like, guys, I'm just like you.
Yeah. You know? I'm just as lost as you guys.
Yeah, because I started working in organizations when being a millennial was like being a baby, and like Gen Z's only got into the workforce maybe 2 years ago. Maybe 2-3 years ago. And so now the organizations are starting to see that like shift of like, these guys are doing whatever they want and they don't care, you know. So I'm very similar to T, like now there's 2 T's, but I'm very similar to Tom in the sense of like I really like yeah, so I'm glad. Well, this is completely out of context, but I'm glad that I'm not the only one who's going to be misbehaving today. We have Tofa.
Yes.
Maybe it's a millennial thing. You know?
It's a millennial thing. Exactly.
Yeah.
I admire what Gen Zs do. You know?
Okay, you had a question, Shanira.
Yes, I did. I don't know if natupeka speedy sana, but for both of you guys, especially you, Tofa, given that you're queer, like, is your type a millennial, like, or a Gen X, or is your type a Gen Z? Like, what is your what is your age dating preference?
That's interesting, because actually I'm shambo when it comes to dating.
Really?
Yeah, I've only dated once by entire existence. Maybe it has to do with me being queer as well.
Okay.
Because obviously,
there's not many options now.
Not really. When it comes to I mean, hookup, definitely. There's many options with hooking up.
Yeah.
But with dating, in a country come up at Tanzania and being queer.
Yeah.
I mean, where are you dating?
You can still
let's
go out
define
on a date.
dating. Like, let's define dating. Because
if you have a different definition of dating.
Because by your definition, I've only also just dated once.
Yeah.
1.5.
You mean a relationship?
Yeah. Is that what you mean by dating? Like a relationship?
I guess so.
Does dating have to be a relationship? You can just go out on a date.
So there's a separation. Like a lot of us get
even
confused.
that, I think, I'm not experienced. I haven't explored EO.
Yeah. Okay.
EO peer. But I would say my type would definitely be, I don't know, it could be a millennial, it could be a Gen Z. I think I don't look into that.
Oh, you look at the person, not the age.
Yeah, the person, the connection, and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. That's interesting. So I just want to, maybe, I'm moving far away from your question.
Yeah, continue please, Ms. Tua.
At what age did you feel like there was a shift in, responsibilities, from a boy or a girl to a man or a woman? Like, how does that look like? And especially for you, Tofa, how does that look like as a queer person? Like, when did you start feeling like, now I'm now confused. A man?
Mm-hmm.
And what are those responsibilities?
What does manhood, like the shift from being a boy to being a man, how does it work in the gay context? You get it? Because we know how it works. I don't think I know how it works in the straight way. But maybe both of you can give us an answer, you and Cousin. When did you feel, because we're all kids at some point, then suddenly you become a man, and some people look at you differently and expect more from you. So at what point did you feel that shift?
Kwanza, as a queer person, I feel like you feel like a grown-up toka kiwa mdogo, because there's this aspect of double lives, where you kijamii ukubaliki, so you have to create your own world, and that's very mature, I would say. That's very grown up. So toka most queer people, I would say, toka ukiwa mdogo, you have to, it's like a survival
survival
tactic. So you have to kind of live double lives, where there's this, sababu ukiwa mdogo bado you have no control, you're still kind of vulnerable, bado uko under malezi ya wazazi, umwangalizi and everything. So you have to, abide to that. But also, you also have to kind of create a different world where you can breathe as a queer person. So I feel like I've always had that sense of feeling like a grown-up or mature since nilikuwa mdogo. But to answer you ambao tunavouliza wewe, I think I know what you mean. Ile sense of kama vile responsibility za familia, ukubwa fulani hivi, ule umri umeenda, that kind of vibe, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think actually when I turned 30.
Oh.
Yeah.
This year?
Yeah.
At February?
Yeah.
I'm so happy. No, I'm so happy. I'm so happy you said that, because I've been thinking about this whole time, and maybe for me 30 as well, because I'm just thinking of my 20s and there isn't that moment where you kind of feel I'm a man.
Yeah.
Some people will place that on you.
Yeah.
Maybe you might feel it in respect to how some people treat you, especially maybe if you're dating, for example. If you're dating younger women, a few years younger than you, you're in your late 20s, she's in her early 20s, or she'll feel as though I'm dating a man. And you guys have probably can relate to that as well. Some of the people that you dated, looking back, is that was a boy, but at the time, because you were much younger, it was oh, that's a man. And then you put that on him. But now that I've gotten to 30, and I think it was intentional, I felt as though okay, now I'm 30, no more playing around.
Yeah, life is serious.
Life is serious now. Okay, this is the decade ambao nitakuwa na mke, nitakuwa na watoto. Exactly. This is where I set the foundations to make the most money I'll ever make. This is where I need to be serious with my career. I need to just be serious about these different elements, and I need to be conscious of different things. So now I do feel, I don't want to call it a burden, but yeah, maybe it is a little bit of a burden that I don't want to admit quite yet, but there is that burden of responsibility. Now I'm around the time where my parents are older. If you need me, now these days, me now, I was okay, my sister hayupo nchini, my brother yuko mbali kidogo. If my, because I live with my dad, if my dad akifa sasa hivi, it's on me. Inabidi nipange kila kitu sasa nikampigia mtu kumwambia hivi hapa tunafanyaje, like ni mimi nabeba msiba yani. I start thinking about, and maybe that's morbid, but that's kind of where my mind goes.
Wow. Yeah. I have so many things that I've like thought of when he was speaking. In relations to Tofa and you know, do you see life the way he sees life? Like 30 and ndio ni decade ya kupata mke na watoto. Like, do you think like that?
I do, but obviously not same structure, I would say.
Kwa
sababu I feel like when you turn 30, hata spiritually kuna this awakening and kuna a shift of energy that you feel inside of you.
I feel like this shift thing is imposed on you guys.
Trust me, it's not.
Mtakuwa mtayaona.
It's internal. You will feel it. I used to hear it myself, but I think ni ile kwa sababu pia unakata mwenyewe una reflect kwa sababu it's like, let's say you've spent 10 years in your 20s kwanza unakuwa 20 because let's say when you turn 20 that's when you feel I'm a grown up, I'm free now, I can be, you know, reckless, I can go out to see the world and pursue whatever that's out there to pursue, whatever. So when I figure at 30, that's 10 years spend of, sababu unavyoingia your 20s in adult or whatever, you feel like you know things.
Yes.
And then reality hits you. So that's 10 years of kupewa reality check.
Actually,
and then when you turn 30 sasa, you're like, okay, wow. Now I know exactly what to do. Because now you felt like you knew, but now unakuja kuambiwa kwamba you didn't know nothing about life. So this is the reality of things. So you know, you find yourself, you know yourself. Hata marafiki ndo muda wote ushapoteza wengi, ushatengeneza wengi, yani muda huu yani usha shed so much, yani so much has happened that now you kind of like just find that balance of yourself and who you are spiritually, whatever, and more aspects.
You kind of get into your 20s like super arrogant, thinking you can
Absolutely.
conquer the world. Like, bona mko vipi? Yani like I have this in the palm of my hand. Entering 30, it's such a humbling experience.
It's a humbling
like,
experience.
It comes with a lot of,
honest.
if you're lucky, you're very humble, and it comes with a lot of empathy as well. Because you're like, oh, okay, no maana huyu yuko hivi, or no maana labda my parents wako hivi. Like, it's like you kind of come in full circle. Like, you're almost like an adult pro. Like, I feel like 20s, you're experimenting with adulthood, and then 30 is like, okay, I know kind of where I want to go.
Usha marinate,
exactly. Napikwa sasa.
And for me, actually, I feel like when I turned 30 this year, I felt like nimekuwa closer more with my inner child. Because I feel like when you turn, ukishakuwa tu mkubwa, when you turn 20, in your 20, let's say, you neglect your utoto because you feel like minimum.
You want to grow up so fast.
You want to grow up so bad. So you don't, you lose that connection with your inner child because you want to grow up so bad. Because umekuwa mdogo, umeona wakubwa wanavyofanya.
Like no time now. Like now I'm the grown up that I wanted to, you know.
Exactly. And now as I turn 30, I feel, oh my God, no, I need that connection back. And I don't feel, actually when I was in my early 20s, nikiona watu at 30, I was like, oh my God, that's old. But I don't feel that.
Wow. I was do you guys feel your age?
No, I actually feel younger, to be honest. Yeah. Because I'm more connected to my inner child. And I know who I am. I know how to navigate, you know, my emotions, people, you know, I know who's real, who's not. So I feel like I feel young and expressive and free.
Their knees are still lubricated.
No, but Tofa is so right. I remember, and maybe us millennials and we're like borderline Gen Zs and are experiencing age differently. Because I remember, similar to Tofa, when I was 21, I had a friend who dropped an album at the time, right? So I'll just say his name, Mike Toretto, but he dropped an album at the time. It was called This Is 30. And so I listened to the album beginning to end. I was like, 30, mezeka. But when I remember when I was closing in, like when maybe like a day or two before my birthday, I went and I listened to the album again. And I was like, why was this nigga making it seem like turning 30 was like getting up there in age? Like, it's not that deep. It's like, I really do still feel young. Like, I don't feel disconnected. From my youth. I don't feel like nimekuwa mzee. It doesn't feel that way. Not really.
Wow, okay, so
very interesting.
We have had a conversation like this in our group chat with the girls, with Shanira, and most of us in our group chat to Peter 25. So all of us are always like, if everyone's in 2 weeks, everyone is just like sending a voice note. Guys, I feel like my frontal lobe is opening. I feel like I see life differently.
Guys,
And whatnot. So it's very interesting that you guys are telling us now that yani hapo you have barely scratched surface.
Even surprisingly, even for me, watu ambao wamenizidi umri, they tell me the same. They're like, well, I'm turning 30. Oh my God, bado.
What?
Yeah.
I guess it gets better.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, I think it does.
So there's this. I feel like in as much as I understand where you 30 people are coming from, but I feel like also there's this notion kwamba women tuna mature faster than men. So hii inanilimu nayotuambia hapa, it could be that you're men and you guys mature very slowly.
Maybe their 30s are 25.
Exactly. I feel like that. I feel
maybe.
like what they're feeling now is what I've felt last year. I was just like, what?
An awakening.
You know? And for me, I think last year, and I think I've said it a lot in the group chat, that I can feel, you know, when you are younger, I felt like growth happens to you. It's something that happened to you. Like, at least for me, it felt like,
when you were grade 7,
boobs. I'm grade 7. Like, it felt like, but now I can feel growth. Like, I witness growth every day, kind of thing. And it's so like, wow, look at me, you know?
Yeah.
I'm doing things differently. I'm saving, you know, I'm handling like relationships differently, kind of thing. So, I don't know. I feel like maybe my 30 labda kwangu itakuwa 40.
in that same vein, like when you're younger, things happen to you, but now I'm seeing you have to make things happen. Like that shift in like it won't just fall. Of course we know that, but if you want something, go get it. But when you were younger, getting it meant asking dad. Getting it meant talking vizuri to your supervisor or talking vizuri to your manager. But now getting it is you. You have to wake up. You have to lift the weight. You have to be mindful of your spending. And it's scary, but also empowering. But like literally at this point, I remember in Form 4, they used to tell us, right now your results and your life is a factor of your decisions. And they used to be like, hey, hapa Form 4 nikifaulu to change my entire life. But I think now it's coming to pass kwamba, right now what I do now is gonna predict the life I'm gonna live later. Like you are literally in charge of your life. Like you can't have anybody to blame, and you're past the age of saying my dad did, my mom. It's really just you, and that scares me sometimes. Also empowering, but also like damn, like this is you, baby. Yani, after the job I have now, sikupewa referral, ni mimi nime apply. You get like there's that shift of I'm writing my story as we speak.
AKA no one is gonna save you.
No one's gonna save you.
No one is coming to save you.
Nobody. Ooh, chai.
It's
only
probably
you, baby.
Scary because it's probably scary because I'm not formula. Like you're starting to learn. You know the problem is we grew up our whole lives being told that there was a formula to things.
Exactly. There was a right and a wrong.
Fanya hivi, fanya vile. Ukifaulu Form 4 utaweza kwenda mpaka Form 6. Ukifaulu Form 6 utaenda chuo nzuri. Ukimaliza chuo utapata kazi. But now looking back, and again, not to be the ageist in the room, but looking back, it's like, yeah, I mean, I do watu ambao walifeli Form 4 who are making, they could employ me today. Yeah, like life turned out completely different for them. It's turned out completely different for me because what we thought was the norm isn't the norm. There isn't one route to things. Right? Yeah.
And that's the beauty of aging, really. It's just the unlearning of it all. And it's just like... Evo, unajua more about life and things and stuff. So,
Okay. So how has your social lives changed over the years? I know these guys are making at least cousin is out here. So you when I was 20s, you're feeling like a boy and whatnot. And how has your social life changed now that you are 30 and when you maybe you're in your 20s? Is there a difference? Is there like a
definitely.
Can you tell that there's
there's definitely so much difference. So also growing up in my early 20s, in my teens, I've always been socially, like I've had social anxiety for so long. And davozidi kukua and growing up, I just find myself fitting into spaces that accept me and najifunza zaidi ku prioritize, you know, human connection, because it's beautiful to interact and connect with people and stuff. So yeah, it's changed drastically.
What your social anxiety? How did it play out? Like, give me an example of that social anxiety when you were younger.
So I went through oh my God, guys, msione huruma kwanza, sitaki huruma, sitaki machozi. Okay.
Atukone huruma.
I'm past that. I want us to laugh about it. So I went through intense bullying when I was shuleni. And mimi bullying ya shuleni, kwa sababu mimi pia shuleni nilikuwa mkubwa nini. You know, sawa, I was a bit feminine and soft, whatever, but physically I was tough. Okay. So people would try to bully me, but I would always fight back. Okay. So I went through intensive bullying, and mostly I was excluded into spaces with my fellow kids. You know, kids could be really mean.
Kids are mean.
Which school is this? Is this primary school?
This was primary. So primary ndio ilianza bullying.
Okay.
So asa hivyo vitu vikajenga mzizi fulani, nikawa najishtukia sana being especially hapa kuepo hapa mjini kwetu Dar es Salaam. So kutoka kwenda different spaces, it's always ilikuwa very tough for me kwa sababu unakuwa,
are they gonna bully me again?
Yeah, naona kama vile I felt unwanted. You know, oh, maybe they're talking about me. Guys, anxiety is fucked up.
Yeah.
Trust me. It's one of those demons that like. And
what was the reason for them trying to bully you?
I think just being a feminine kid and very expressive, and after shuleni mimi nilikuwa napendwa sana na wasichana.
Yeah.
So nikupo na get along sana na wasichana. Afu sasa wanafunzi wale wengine boys wenzangu, wao kuna some girls maybe walikuwa unajua na wao wanataka but only Tofa has access. So basi fujo, so they used to hate me for that.
Yeah.
But also even being expressive. Some kids actually used to like me kichini. Yeah. Wanaogopa to show.
They would also be targeted.
Yeah, sometimes nitaingia boarding my whole life, basically. So nitaingia bwenini kwenye kabati langu nitakuta barua from some of the kids. Like, but they wouldn't say their names. They would just express themselves. It used to be
like crushes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so, trust me, if ukikaa na queer people, mkaanza kupiga story, it's so interesting. It's matukio ni mengi. Most of it is actually beautiful. But obviously you can't escape the bullying part. So that kind of created this mzizi wa anxiety. So for so long I've had social anxiety. Like nikitoka out, then it's for music. Nimeenda kuperform, kuimba, because that's the only time I felt unstoppable and invulnerable or powerful when I'm performing, when I'm on stage. That's why I felt like untouchable. Other than that, kwenye public spaces, I've always felt
unsafe.
Not beyond unsafe, mdogo, kama vile not confident. Like, oh my God, I'm not invited here. I'm not needed here. These people evil. But growing, I had to fight it and know kwamba no, you know, people are beautiful, you know. And yes, kuna watu wabaya, kuna watu wazuri. So tu kwenye queerness, just life in general, everywhere you go, there's always bad and good, you know. So I had to just, what's the word, assimilate.
Well, that's something that as you've gone older, you've become more open kuwa na watu, kujichanganya na watu.
Yeah, and maybe sio mtu wa kutoka sana. Na sio kwa sababu sipendi. I love, napenda ku have fun, dance, music, loud music, drink, you know, hang out with friends. But sana nilikuwa nikienda kwenye spaces when I try to, especially hapa Dar. I find myself being in spaces where evil. Unajua raha kutoka, let's be real. Kutoka out ni kumingo. Like why are you going out? Like, let's be real. Like, mingling is beautiful. Unatoka out, upo kama ni bar, uko ni club, you're drinking, there's a stranger hapo, mmecheza wote, mnaongea, mmebambiana, sijui, you know, mmeenda sehemu, mmekiss, mmerudi zako nyumbani, umelala, you know, like, you just, okay, you feel your spirits zimejaa kwa sababu you've connected with so many people, you know, it's beautiful like that. But as a queer person, that's so hard, that's so rare to find that kind of
environment where you can do that.
Yeah, so nightlife to me, so to nightlife, just anything, social life in there felt very unwelcoming, uninviting for me.
Okay.
And I'm going to speak for myself. I don't know about other queer people.
Yeah.
And but recently, as I've aged, I realize that's kitu kingine ni kama nikitoka, it's always been Masaki, Mikocheni.
Uwezi ukaenda anywhere to Sinza.
But there's a plot twist. But these places, is Masaki, whatever. I mean, I don't want to offend anybody. They're beautiful. Like these places are very classist in a way, I would say. Not so much, but like hizi sehemu unaenda kuna so much of that table culture.
Yes.
So much of that
hata
ukinunua bia kwanza tunakushangaa. Like, are you poor, you know?
Yeah.
Like, why are you buying beer? You should probably be buying a bottle or something.
It's not about having fun anymore.
It's not about having fun so much. And then recently, one of my friends, Naini Queer, I'm like, Tofa, where was I make a, you're not that fun. Let me take you places. I say, I can make a Mabiboko. Tip top. Kimara, kuna sema to Chuga. Like these places, it's like, it changed my life. Like, this is a place about people genuinely have fun. There's so much, like, come tip top, there was like a Singeli rave that was happening. And then people just mingle. They don't care if you're a man. People will come to you. They'll celebrate your presence as a queer person. They want to dance with you. You know, kama ni kupa advances, whatever. It's just you're in a space where every form of expression exists. And but I was surprised. Like I expected this in Masaki.
Actually, I'm also surprised.
You know, where people feel like
more
more exposed. But yeah, so I think with aging and growing, and nimejifunza vitu vingi hasa pia jiwangu and where I am accepted in terms of social life, I would say. So yeah, I wouldn't say I'm not accepted in Masaki. I am, but it's just the energy. Most of these places is very.
Like, what do you have in your pockets?
I feel like, but I come up as sio class yangu. I kind of maybe I could afford a bottle, but can I afford, you know, being expressive and just be present?
You can't be openly gay. Is that the thing? You have to like box yourself in a way.
Yeah, and even if you are openly gay, it's like there's no much. I would say, because I want to be openly gay, but you also want to. Your openness yako, gayness yako, you want it to be kubalike.
So you could be, but people just
it's just
watakutenga fulani hivi au?
Yeah, it's just like kama vile macho fulani hivi. I wouldn't say
passive yani.
Yeah, and it is always like what can I say? It's like I'm looking for the word. I'm really bad with gathering words. But like
both.
I like that. So these spaces are, it's just I haven't felt ilichangia pia katika kufanya social life yangu kidogo nione kwamba you know what, I'm just going to be a homeboy, you know, I'll just be doing my thing in the studio. I'll be hanging out with my friends, you know, nyumbani kama tukitoka it will be once a while, huko tutaenda siyo hapo vikempo siyo wapi we will go, but will I have fun at the fullest, like the way I want? Will I mingle with everybody? Will I feel like I'm in a space where every individual in here is accepted and, you know, it's just welcomed? I didn't care about that. I was like, you know, it's fair. But until recently, when I had the chance to explore
Mabibo in
more sides of Dar es Salaam, just Mabibo, just more sides, and I was like, wow. And I had to unlearn kwamba, oh my God, amazoea kwamba sehemu tu za shuani ndo kuna kumbe, you know.
Okay, how has your social life changed, Nani cousin?
God damn, after all of that?
Deep stuff, eh?
Was that too deep?
Stuff. I think
okay.
So me and Tofa like
oh my God,
very interestingly very similar in a lot of ways, and we're both Feb babies. I think we're maybe only 6 or 7 days apart. You're born like right around Valentine's, right? Or
18th of February.
Yeah, so like I'm like maybe like just a couple of days older than him. And when he was talking about social anxiety, I have social anxiety too. But if Tofa is like the angel on your shoulder who is kind of like, oh, I just just feel disconnected. I just want to connect. Mine is more like the devil on your shoulder of, I just think I'm better than everyone.
Okay.
I just don't like anyone. I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to think where my social anxiety stems from, because he went on a long route to kind of like connect his, and that's just self-awareness. Mine, I just feel disconnected. I feel disconnected from other people.
Is it the rara in you? You feel
Maybe
like we don't deserve you?
Maybe, and I always kind of feel as though, okay, if I go out to Kienda Sehemu, we're gonna talk about the same 2, 3, 4 things, things that don't hakuna jipya, things that don't make sense in the grand scheme of things. Like, I have my friends who I can talk to, and we can talk about the universe, and we can talk about, like, maybe what were you in the past life that made you this way, that kind of stuff. Like, is God a woman type of type beat, and I think like Tofa, I keep a lot of female friends because women are a lot more in tune just with the things beyond physicality. If I'm with my boys, Nimpira, what else? Women.
Yeah.
Labda siasa kidogo, and
biashara, maybe money.
Biashara, money, and that's it, Yeah. But I can really get in tune when I'm around women. And as Tofa kind of said, like, for him, I think maybe it's an age thing, but I used to be uncomfortable with the fact that I was socially anxious. So ingawa I had social anxiety, you're like, okay, ngoja inabidi nitoke, sasa nisipotoka itakuwaje, like if I isolate myself itakuwaje. But now I'm so comfortable in my social anxiety, just in the sense of I'm so
You're
comfortable
swimming in it.
Yeah, like I'm so comfortable being by myself.
I hear you.
I don't need to share
You found
my space.
peace with
I found
just being yourself.
peace with just being myself and being by myself. I'm not scared of losing people. If I go out sometimes, my friends might force me 1 or 2 times, and we'll have a blast when we go out. And we've had a blast when we've done it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm glad you forced me to do this, but I like my own space.
Do you mingle a lot?
Not at all.
No.
I feel like mingling is this whore but sugar coated, hoeing around.
Yeah.
So do you hoe around?
And that's the thing. A lot of maybe it's the way that I talk, or the way that I don't know where they get it from, but a lot of people assume that I'm a whore, but I'm too socially anxious to be a whore. How can I be? I don't even like.
You're not a whore.
I'm not. Yani, I'm not around enough people to create a portfolio of whoreness.
It's okay.
Yani nafanya umalaya wapi na nani? Na
cousin, body count yako
relax. It's still in the 2 digits.
Oh wow.
So let's talk about age gap dating. Right?
Okay.
Last episode we called out your pedophile of an ex-boyfriend.
Please, guys, this is the love of my life.
He's a really good guy, I swear. Afupia, he was older, but then they were in the same class.
Excuse me?
Class?
Like
No.
form 4. Yani japokuwa amekuzidi umri, mlianza wote form 4 muda mmoja.
6 years older
Sio?
than you.
No.
Alikuwa amemaliza form 4 kabla yako.
He's old.
Oh.
She was 17, he was like 25.
23.
No, 23.
Same day. Don't you said it like that? No, he wasn't 25, he was 23.
He has a spirit, what a young
Inner
spirit,
child.
youthful.
Brother, if you're listening to this, you're a fucking weirdo.
No, he's such a nice guy. Let's move forward.
Cousin is out here.
You see, okay, you can see now the differences. Age gap dating. Have you ever been in one? But also, what's your take on it? And do you have any reservations about it? Mimi, let me answer this question first. Mimi, I've been on it. I've been in that space. I'm still in that space. I'm so much in solidarity with that space. Because I think for the longest time I felt like it was a bit nilikuwa kama vile ninajisikia sio vibaya kwamba
What
date,
space
like,
exactly?
age gap dating.
Upward. Okay.
Downward, babe, no.
You could never do downwards, yeah.
I personally can never do downwards. And I can tell you why.
Never say never. Hujafika huo umri bado.
I can tell you why. So
point.
I'm a big girl. But also I don't know, maybe just my personality. So most times I come across older than my age.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So most people would like, you're giving 30s, kind of thing. So even when I attract the men that I attract men that are of that age. Coming to me thinking I am their age mates.
Okay.
Yes. So they're like,
kumbe ni mdogo.
One, I am now comfortable in that space because I feel like katika hizo relationships I've gotten more value in those relationships than nilivyokuwa nina date na watu wa age yangu.
Yani okay.
Kwa sababu kwanza watu wa age yangu, they already like, because already I act a bit older than my age.
Yeah.
Kwa hiyo they kind of shame me up on like acting older than like mbona una act ki auntie. I'm just like, I don't act ki auntie. I'm
just mature.
I'm mature. I don't know. I'm firstborn girl. I don't know. Maybe I was also parentified, pretty early on. So I'm just like, yeah. So maybe that's my take on age. The only nanili reservations I have, you can't be 45 and you're dating an 18-year-old.
Okay, so yeah, that's weird.
Definitely.
Can I go next?
Yes.
The oldest person I think I have dated or like become close to dating was in their 40s.
And you were?
He was maybe 39, but just round of 40.
And you were?
I was 22.
Okay.
I know it's weird, but oh my god, tena wale 40s ambao washakuwa divorced. Yani ashapata first wife, wamevurugana na first wife, watoto wake wawili teenagers au watatu teenagers. Anaishi mwenyewe. Kuna a level of maturity. Yani naona ukiwa na age mate sometimes, yani kama all of you in your 20s, ukikasirika, naona kama vile let's fight. Kumbe una njaa.
Yeah.
Lakini these 40-year-olds, they know like wewe, you're just not, it's not me. You're probably hungry. Let me feed you first. Then we can have this conversation. Afu nakuta don't even fight. Like they're very much in tune with a woman's needs because they've already dated long enough. They've been married before, or they've had a long-term relationship with a woman before. Kwa hiyo I've seen kwamba like dealing with older men is so seamless. The only issue is that there's always something in the middle.
What is that something?
They're either like they have drama with their first wife. They are dealing with separation anxiety from their children. They are emotionally unavailable. They're never gonna marry again.
Oh, they are married.
Or they are married themselves. Like there's always something. Like those men are very like kama wine iliyokaa in a barrel, imeferment vizuri. Like truly dating a guy who's already made. You understand? Someone else made them. There's another woman who dated them, married them, made them, and now they're cooked, they're boiled and fried both sides. Whereas the young ones, you have to work with them. Inabidi mpaka ya kuzoea. So yeah, I really think like, and I've always dated guys who are older than me by an extent. Maybe the youngest I've dated has been maybe 3 years older than me or something. Also again, I think you kitu kuwa firstborn girl, tayari una maturity fulani hivi.
Yeah.
So a guy your age tayari ushampita sana, especially when you're younger.
True.
That's very true. 'Cause I also have not much, as I said before, dating experience. But the only person that I dated, he was slightly younger than me. I would say 4 years younger.
Okay.
So I was 28 at the time, and he was 24, right? Yeah. Not so good at maths. I'm joking.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting because of how you are and how soft, and you almost strike me as delicate and any evil. I would assume that your age gap preference ingekuwa older.
Upwards. Yeah.
Actually,
because you are supposed to be kept like you are a rose.
That's very true.
A flower.
Wow, thank you. That is so sweet.
Yeah.
I think same. I've always liked slightly older guys until I met this guy. I think I was more physically, I would say, attracted.
Okay.
Definitely the hottest guy I was.
For real?
Yeah. Like.
Okay.
But then later I was like, nah. Tofa it's not all about,
Yeah.
Kwa mzuri haitoshi.
Yeah. Mwenye mzuri. So hata kiwa mzuri.
Sikia, mi naomba
you guys, I'm gonna leave this podcast so confident today about myself.
No.
Thank you guys.
Kabla tujaendelea, mi naomba mnitoe ushamba. Like Tofa, you've only talked about your experiences with men, right?
Yeah.
But as a queer person, what does that mean? Like, is queer meaning that you also feel
Date
certain ways
women?
about women? Do you only exclusively date men? Do you also date women? Or and how? Because I think I'm sure if I say this, no one will know who I am. But Tofa, I've known you for like 10 years. I met you 10 years ago when when I knew you were in the closet still.
Sort of.
Sort of, but I personally didn't know, right?
Yeah,
and I think you dated women at that time, no?
No,
Actually,
no,
have you ever dated women?
Dating, no, I've never dated a woman.
Okay.
I think I was just because I had friends that were women.
Yeah.
And obviously 'cause,
Beautiful friends, gorgeous friends. Oh my God.
you know.
If you want a
Listen,
beautiful woman, this is the plus.
Tofa always had the prettiest girls around him. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But I think because I was in the closet, so I was straight passing. So automatically nilibuild ile meta heteronormative. Sababu kama mwanaume na mwanamke tunashumu the dating. But
Okay,
to the dates. We're just friends. I've never dated a woman before.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, maybe, who knows? Because sexuality pia is
It's a spectrum, right? Yeah.
So after Mimi, so much have changed over years. So maybe, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is why I don't like labels. Hapa tu nimekubali mnite queer because you guys are, Also, let me just say this. Wow. How could I forget? You guys are phenomenal for allowing even to talk about queer stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, this platform, like, you guys have totally moved me.
And on Pride Month even.
Yeah.
It is Pride Month! Insert flag here.
Yo, so yeah, you guys metisha sana. This is amazing. So keep it up.
Thank you.
Kwa upande wangu, they already think like I'm a whore, I'm toxic. At least they should know that I'm accepting of all
people.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. So there's I had a question.
What about his age gap? We haven't asked him.
Yeah, actually, yeah, we haven't.
I see this guy. Let me guess.
Oh, something you guys would skip me,
Let me guess. This guy, he's too smart and intellectual kudate na mwanamke ambaye ni mdogo sana. Like,
so yeah,
hawezi kudate na mshamba. Kazi hawezi kudate na mshamba.
Kwa nini unasema wanawake wadogo ni washamba?
I mean, ukiwa 22 unajua nini? Hata mimi nikijiangalia una 22, what did I know? Like, yani bado sijajielewa,
sijipata. 22 year old ambaye ana traits kama zangu, yani
wako wapi?
Wapo, mimi niko wapi?
Wewe hapa ulipo sasa hivi ulikuwa hivi ulivyokuwa 22. Babe. Yes. Okay. Yeah, so kuna exceptions, but I think where type yako ni umri wako, even older honestly, because you need mtu ambaye tayari ashajielewa.
I'll admit this. And
why would you speak for him?
Since
I'm guessing.
I've been throwing out little requests every episode, my request this time is like, out of the women who are supposed to reach out to Nkishanira and T, for me, I would prefer maybe if you're a bit older. I wouldn't mind dating an older woman actually right
What's
now.
your cap?
In terms of age?
Yeah. Oh, you don't have a cap?
I don't think maybe not over 35.
That's
like,
too small, cause
really? No, I'm not talking about like.
Don't be shy.
Like a 50-year-old or like my mom.
40, you know.
41.
No, the problem is that my mom's on her. Like the last time I spoke to an older woman who was very attractive, I was like, "Hey, you smell like my mom." I just, you know.
Oh, kuna kumam zone.
Yeah, and then I ended up having to say, but my mom smells really nice though.
Oh my god.
So yeah, maybe our mom's
zone.
zone.
Turn off.
I'm very much. I think you're right, Shanira. I'm very much an ageist, and I remember when I was younger, and maybe that's why I keep judging the man that dated T. Kusabu. My sister is 4 years younger than me, and for a really long time, my rule was I can't date a woman who's younger than my sister. Sababu ni mdogo, atakuwa mdogo wangu sasa. Yani kama mdogo wangu. Of course, it's easy to say that when you're like 21 and you're dating like 19-year-olds, right? Or even when you're 25 and you're dating 22, 21-year-olds. But as you get older, that gap gets wider.
Yeah.
And you said something, Shanira, that I can really relate to. The reason why it makes a lot more sense for men to date younger is because as a woman, you're still in a stage ambayo naikumbuka based on being that age and based on dating women that age. So I know how to maneuver it better. Like I can say I've been in situations where a woman confronted me about something, and when I was in my early 20s I would have been like, no, lakini kwa nini? But now I'm like, oh babes, I'm so sorry.
And it's over.
It's over. Like I'm older now, so like to your point, like yes, I think the youngest that I've dated is maybe 7 years younger than me. So 23 now. I think the oldest I've dated is maybe 3-4 years older than me.
Okay.
And dating older is difficult because at that point women have already dated. So I'm 30. If I date a 33-year-old woman, she's already dated a 40-year-old man. So she's comparing me to a 40-year-old man. Not necessarily in terms of physicality, finances, but just like even psychology. Like the type of arguments that we get into, or the types of things that we get into, the way angezitatua with that 40-year-old man is so different. Sijafikia hizo level bado. But with a 22-year-old,
you know,
it's different. Like when I remember being at the age that if you went through my phone as a woman, the first thing I'd be like, kwa nini ume-invade my privacy? Kwa nini upitie simu yangu? Now I'm like, now I know better. I'll cry. First of all, the rule is to cry. Get on your knees, cry, omba msamaha.
I love that.
That's the rule. Tell her, baby, nimepitiwa. Mimi kwa sielewi kwa nini wanaume wanakuwa wananywea sijui when they get caught. Sikia, nishafika huo umri wa kunywea.
I need you, baby. Totally.
Baby, I need you. Nimepitiwa na shetani.
Crazy.
Back then, mimi ndo nilikuwa shetani.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want us to talk about redefining success and how we had different, probably when we were younger, we had like a different idea of success, and now has it changed as you've grown older? And I just want to know that contrast. Like, what was your idea of success back then, and now has it changed so drastically, and what is it now?
I want to add to that as well.
Yeah.
Do you think you are where you thought you would be right now when you were younger?
Love that.
So I want to start, and then I want Tofa to come in after me, because I think my answer will pivot to his. 10 years ago, if you'd have asked me what I'd be doing, I thought I'd be making music. I thought it was always what I would do. And even me and Tofa, when we met when we were like, you know, like these 19, 20-year-old kids wanting to conquer the world, wanting to win Grammys. And, you know, I love that.
Grammy on my mind.
Yeah, you know, I love that, you know, you're still on that path. I think I've only in recent years forgiven myself for pivoting elsewhere. And I'm starting to learn, because at that time, I didn't know if this doesn't work, what else I'd be capable of doing. And thankfully, like, again, because of my Shana formula, I've kind of been put in places, navigated around, you know, rooms and spaces, and learned skills. And I'm finally starting to be like, oh, okay, there's these other things that I can do, thankfully, right?
For context, because our viewers don't know what you do, but you work in a corporate organization. We don't have to go into the sector, right?
Yeah.
I'll just know that I'm a big shot in a big organization.
Yes. He works for
top 6, top 7 in the industry in which I work. I'm a big player.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
More than like 100 billion, 200 billion generating revenue company, right?
Exactly.
That kind of vibe. So that's where he is now. Yeah.
Like if you ever got to see my LinkedIn, you would know what I'm like.
Ooh, his LinkedIn is crazy.
Wow.
So yeah, I would love to hear, you know, you, Tofa, because you're courageous enough and you've been brave enough.
Do you feel, before you go to Tofa, do you feel like where you are right now, can you say you have succeeded? Like,
not yet.
By your own standards.
By your own standard.
I'm not anywhere close.
If you are like ungejirudisha tena 10 years back, looking at yourself now, would you look at Cousin right now and say, I think that's
I'm okay.
success?
Yeah.
I think me and my 20-year-old self will still argue. I'm working hard so that my 35-year-old self can tell my 20-year-old self it was worth the journey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair answer.
Yeah.
So you're still in the process.
I'm still in the process.
Okay. It's beautiful.
Nice one. Yeah, I think for me, kwanza, you know, growing up, hii societal construct imetufundisha au inatuambia kwamba you have to accomplish everything when you're young, you know.
Yeah, before 30 you should be under 30 pressure ile.
Yeah. So kuna hiyo hiyo ni kitu ambacho nilivyokuwa mdogo, hiyo mentality ndio kwa yani imetawala kwenye DNA yangu. And go my mentality, because I thought at 23 I would have won a Grammy.
We're on the way.
We're on the way. Maybe it's fine.
Maybe it's 33.
Maybe
we'll consider the first digit.
Maybe it's right.
Yeah.
33. True that. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, when we were young, we had these big dreams and this idea of success. And mostly success is like, when you think, for me personally, when I thought of success, was like mwishoni wa safari. And nimefika pale napoenda, basi ndo nimefanikiwa. But now I'm realizing, like, kwamba success, the best success is just progress. Yeah. So I feel like,
please, profound. Let's just hold a moment for that. The best what?
Success is progress. So now looking back, because when I was young, I've always dreamt kuona kwamba, oh my God, mimi ni msanii, nita perform internationally, I'll do this and that. And I'm at 30, I've done all that, you know. I've gone to different countries, I've been brave to perform, but kama kuna swali umiza cousin kwamba akienda back kwenye 20 when he was 20, akimuuliza the 20-year-old atasema amefanikiwa. If you go back to my 20, probably atasema sijafanikiwa, just because maybe I haven't been on Coachella, for example. Because at that time I had my definition of success was like big, no even sema mwisho wa safari, like big platforms, you know, big numbers, big everything grand. That was. But now I'm like, wow, I've lived my dream. You know, my inner child is satisfied because I've been brave enough to pursue what I like, what I'm deeply passionate about, and I've progressed, you know. Nikiangalia as a songwriter, and now I'm way better as I was. You know, as a live performer, I'm way better. You know, even now I can even record myself and mix, you know, my vocals. Something that I couldn't do. You know, I've traveled the world, you know, hata kama ni small stages, hata kama lakini I've been brave enough to do that. Exactly. You know, I make music. I've created a fan base of like genuine, of a community of people that love and support my music. I mean, if that's not success, I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is. And other than that, mimi mwenyewe as a person, every day I grow. Just mimi mwenyewe spiritually, you know, even these days na discover new regimes, regime sujui routine ya skincare that I didn't know 5 years ago. So I don't know, that's kind of like success, you know, to me. And I'm just progressing in different aspects of life, not all, but every day, and I see as if like I'm very successful. You know,
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, and that puts me on a better position mentally, spiritually, just as a person. Nakuwa sina expectations kubwa ambazo hizo mara nyingi ndio zinatufanya tuna go crazy.
Ndio.
So yeah, and I just want to, even to younger people, I would just say, like, if you progress at something, be proud of yourself. Jipige upper shoulder, furahia, celebrate. Don't think kwamba, oh my God, mpaka nipate a record deal. I'm talking kwa wanamuziki, so maybe I can't relate na mambo ya 9 to 5 or corporate. So kwa my fellow creatives, exactly. My fellow creatives, you know, just when you ukitaka kufanya kitu, hata kama umeplan, you know, I'm gonna do a shoot for my music, for a song. And then ukaweza kupiga simu na kuorganize a team of a videographer, mtu wa kutengenezea treatment, mtu wa lights or whatever. Tayari, that's success. Umeweza kufanya kitu ambacho kitazalisha kitu kingine and more. So I think, yeah, that's definitely, as I grow older, nimekuja kujifunza. But when I was younger, I was different. So, yeah.
Nkishanira, how has your outlook changed on success?
Wow, mimi ni mtu ambaye niko resi sana. Nataka kitu changu sasa hivi. Yani sina subira na nikiona sikipati naona kama vile nime fail mbona mambo hayaendi. And as I'm getting older, I'm realizing that success is slow. Success is painfully slow sometimes. Sometimes you want to fly now, but you just have to calm down and be okay with moving. Instead of flying, hata ukitembea hapa hadi hapa kilomita moja umetembea. You understand? Kama hiyo. Yeah, success is progress. And it's so interesting. I think pia social media, I know it sounds cliche, but it has warped, imeharibu our perception of how quickly you can succeed. Because ndio unaweza kufanikiwa, lakini you see a few 20-year-olds wanna drive my Bentley, wanna drive my Lambo, and you feel like uko nyuma. Mbona mimi nafanya kitu fulani? Mbona nimekosea wapi? Mbona mimi sipati kitu fulani na kitu fulani, au mbona mimi sijawa director? Kwa sababu kuna hata kazini kuna watu ambao by 20 kashakuwa director. Kwa najiona kama vile mimi ndo ninakosa. And imetufanya tuone wale wanaofanikiwa kama ndo wako wengi. Yani ndo kila mtu, wewe ndo peke yako uko nyuma. Kumbe wale exceptions ndo wanaopiga kelele sana. Inakufanya wewe uone kwamba kila mtu anafanikiwa except you, which is not true. Hauko nyuma, hauko behind. And it's okay to get there pole pole. Kuna aunti yangu mmoja ana nyumba yake nzuri. Tena anaishi nje ya nchi. Nyumba yake mwenyewe, ana gari Benz fan hivi AMG mpya. And I'm thinking, even if vitu ambavyo nilivitaka nilivyokuwa 22. Huyu ana miaka 45 anaingia ana miaka 50 na hivi vitu. Kwa hiyo it means I'm not crazy, because nikiangalia mazingira yangu ndio watu wamefanikiwa, lakini kuna muda, yani sio tu leo unaanza kitu by next year una drive Bentley. Ndio wapo watu kama hao, lakini don't feel as if usipokuwa mtu kama yule basi wewe ndio haufanikiwi, you know. And also when I look my younger self, the things I used to want, nilipomaliza chuo pale sielewi nataka nifanye kazi gani, maana nilisomea mitindo, I studied fashion. So I thought I would go and venture and do a fashion business or work for a big fashion company. And that didn't work out. So I was like, okay, fine, what do I want? Bare minimum nipate kazi. Like I used to dream, like I'm working, I'm driving back home. You know, I travel at least once a year internationally. Kuna watu wana debate kwamba Uganda sio international, Kenya sio international. Lakini in my definition of success, those are abroad. So,
outside the country.
That's outside the country. Yes. Kwa hiyo, honestly, nikiangalia my 22-year-old self, akiangalia the person I am now, angefurahi sana, angesema that's me, like I cannot wait. And also that thing takes time, I guess. And in the process of kupambania malengo yako, take time to thank God for what you have now. Because honestly, hata ukifika pale ambapo ulitamani kwamba when I'm here everything will be perfect, there'll be something wrong. Kwa you don't want to be a person who is constantly chasing something that will never be achieved. Like even if you feel like hujafika where you want to be, there's always something you had now. Like you're always living in an answered prayer.
I think hapo uliposema, by the way, you are so on point. But hapo uliposema constantly chasing, I think that's also something about vijana wengi, we get caught up. You're constantly chasing and then you forget kwamba like the process is where it's at. Like literally. So I feel like sometimes unaweza ukafika where you want and you feel even empty. Ukaanza kurealize kwamba wow, kumbe when I was out there hustling, networking, you know, staying up all night, doing this and that, that's when my life felt like it had a thrill.
A purpose.
And a purpose. So I feel like we should really, really, really enjoy the process. It sounds so cliche, but it's actually very true.
It sounds very cliche, but it's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like the process, if you really enjoy the process, success becomes something kitu tu ambacho akikuphase, in a way.
True. What about you, Mpenzi?
Me, my definition of success. So when I was younger, I wanted to be a lawyer so bad. My dad has been like a person who you almost think he's I don't know, I admire him.
A god.
Yeah, I admire him so much, and we are so close. So he's a lawyer and he's badass at it. Like he's badass, you know. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna be a lawyer, and he kind of like nurtured me to become that. So I studied law, I did all the things. Then nimemaliza law, I go and now do like an internship, right, at a law firm. Then I just realized I don't like it here. Like, I don't like it. I don't like the paperwork. I don't like going to court. I don't like any of it. Everything about it just felt, no, I don't belong here kind of thing. But I knew I wanted to still work corporate, you know. So I don't know. The thing Shanira always says, Thecla is just abundance mindset, and I feel like it has worked for me. I'm not the kind of person who struggles. I'm also, I think that kind of Nali has made struggle. Me. I'm not ambitious either. Like I know what I want, but then I'm not overly ambitious. Nataka hichi by. I always just feel
Thecla
like
wants
that
it
thing
and she gets it.
Is mine. Like
it's as easy as that.
I know it sounds very rosy, but even when I
badass.
see it sounds badass. Yeah. Whenever I see all these new fancy cars, I always feel like I can get there. And even in school, I noticed that I had this nanili even back then. Like every time I would feel maybe anxious, naingia form 4, what if I fail? Mara nyingi nilikuwa namwangalia mtu ambaye yuko form 4, I'm just like, yule ameweza. Mimi nitaweza. Definitely I would. I can do that, and it always, So I think my younger self, akiniangalia sasa hivi, they would be so happy.
Yeah, and you.
They would be so happy because I've exceeded what I thought I could, I could do, and at a very young age even. So for me, I think now my naneli, my struggle is what next? Like, okay, I feel like okay, the 40s itakuwa vipi? Will I retire early? Maybe, will I be like a rich girl in the, I don't know, suburbs, school? What will I be doing? Like, for me, it's naneli rather than kwamba maybe I have not achieved what I thought I would achieve, kind of thing. Yeah, I know mine sounds very rosy. You guys is ones, but that's just my life.
This sounds badass.
Yeah, that's just my life. I really don't.
Period.
Yeah. So I think we have come to the end of this podcast or this episode.
Yeah.
Mbona unasema thank you na so umetuchoka?
Our camera guy umetuchoka.
Our camera guy is tired. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please subscribe button ipo hapa. Mimi nimekaa pembeni ya subscribe button leo.
Ndio.
Yeah, but najua usha subscribe mwanzoni tulikupa time by the way. So thank you so much. Would you love to plug yourself, your Insta, your whatever, everything?
Of course, I'm the plug. I'm Tofa Jax, as I said, Naimba. Music is my life, art and everything. So on 4th of July, actually, I have a new song coming out. So you guys should be on my Spotify to Camp Pumle. And thank you guys, Watu Pipo. This is beautiful, really.
It's been an honor to have you.
Yeah.
It's been an honor to be here.
Yeah. I'm so happy you're here. Tunaendelea baada ya hapa off camera, tunaendelea na hizi kinds of topics.
Off camera. Also, it's been so nice to see Cousin.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
I love that his name rhymes with cousin too.
Yes. That's the clue.
That's the clue. So yeah, nice one, really. I can't wait to see it on YouTube or whatever.
Any last remarks, anybody, before we go? Thank you guys so much. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.